Hi guys, Varun here. So in this video, we'll see about how we can share records in Salesforce. So here you can see we can share records using organization wide defaults, using role hierarchy, using sharing rules, and also we can share record using manual sharing. And apart from it, we can also share records programmatically by using Apex sharing. So first thing is we're gonna cover what is this organization wide defaults. So I'll just go back to my Salesforce instance, and in this Salesforce, I just created a custom object called a student, and I just created a custom app called as sharing demo. And also I have like two users in this org. One is Varun and other is Manoj. So here I just logged in as Varun user. So this is my Varun user. I just logged in as Varun user. And if I open this tab, another tab here I just logged in as Manoj user. So this is my Manoj user. Now you can see Varun has system admin profile, whereas Manoj has custom read only profile. So I'm going to show you how the sharing, how the access is working on the student object. So I'll just go back to object manager and search for my object called as student. And if I click on student, you can see object permissions. And here on the student object, custom read only. That means Manoj user has create access, read access, and edit access on the student object. And system admin, as usual, it has create, read, edit, delete, view all, and modify all. That means Manoj can also create student records. Manoj can also create student records. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'll just go back to Varun user and just create a student record in as a Varun user. So I'll just name this as student 1. I'll just give some dummy roll number and fee paid yes, and just click on save. Now I just created a student record from Varun user, and Varun will be the owner of this record. So you can see here Varun is the owner of the record and he can access his own record. So this is the record which Varun created. I'll just edit the list view here to add owner as well. Yes, so this is the record owned by Varun. But if I go to Manoj user and just do a refresh here, he can't see the record created by Varun. So he can't see the record created by Varun. So this is the record created by Varun, but Manoj can't access it. So this is because the OWD settings for the student object is private. So I'm gonna show you one thing here. I'll just click on the settings icon and go to setup and search for sharing setting and click on the sharing setting. And if you scroll down, if you click on edit and scroll down, you can see on the student object the OWD setting for default internal access is private. So that means only the record owners can access their own records. So if I make this as public read only, if I make this as public read only and just click on save, once you click on save, it will take some time. It will take some time to apply the changes. Now I'll just go back to Manoj user and just do a refresh. Now you can see after making student OWD settings as public read only, Manoj can also access Varun's record, but he can't able to edit it. If he is trying to edit it, he'll get an error saying that you don't have access, don't have the necessary privilege to edit the record. So this is about public read only. What if I make public read write? So I'll just click on edit and just select public read write here and just click on save. Now I just marked the settings as public read write and I'll just go back to Manoj user, and here I'm gonna just do a refresh, and if I click on edit and I can do some changes here and just click on save, so he can successfully edit the record. So here the OWD setting is, for example, if this setting, if it is private, then only the record owner can only access the records. But if we set public read write or public read only, other users can also access this record. So that's the main difference between private and public read write and public read only. So here, if I open this record, so this record is created by Varun, and if the sharing setting is only private, if the sharing OWD sharing setting is only private, then only Varun can access this record, but Manoj can't. But if we make this as public read write, Varun Varun records can be accessed by Manoj, and he can also edit it whenever it is saying public read write. But if it's public read only, Manoj can only read the records of Varun, but he can't edit it. So that's the major difference between public read write and public read only. Now, now in other objects you can see the internal access level as controlled by parent. So what's this control by parent? So consider I have like two custom objects. One is college and other is student. So college is parent object and student is child object. So one college can have multiple students. That means college is parent and student as a is a child object. So I just established a master detail relationship between two objects. So both objects have a master data relationship. In that case, basically what happens here is if if the sharing setting of the college is private, if the sharing setting of the college is private, then the sharing setting for the student is controlled by parent. That means it also have access of private. That's it. So if it make as public, then student is also public read only. If it's made as public read write, then student will also have public read write. This is only in case of master detail. But if there is a relationship, if there is a lookup relationship between these two objects, that means if there is a lookup relationship between these two objects, that means parent can have separate sharing settings and child can have separate sharing settings. Like college can have private and student can have public read write or read only. So this is about the control by parent access. Now if you see this diagram, you will understand the organization by default. So if it's set to private, then only record owners can access their own records. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'll just go back to setup again, and I'll just create a queue, and I'll just name this queue as faculty queue. Faculty queue, and for the object I'm gonna select student as the object, and I'm gonna add Varun and Manoj to this queue, and just click on save. I just added Varun and Manoj to the queue and just clicked on save. So now if I go back to sharing setting, I'll mark this student setting as private. I'll just mark this as to private again and just click on save. Now you can see this is the Varun record which I created. The owner for this record is Varun, but Manoj will not be able to see this record. Why? Because the OWD sharing settings is marked as private now, so he can't able to access this record. Yeah, this is so cool. Now what I'm gonna do here is I just created a queue. I just created a queue called as faculty and added two users, Varun and Manoj user as a queue members. Now here I can just transform the ownership to a queue. I can just click on this. Instead of selecting a user, I just select a queue and click on faculty queue and just click on change owner. So once I changed the owner to faculty queue, Manoj is also a queue member. Manoj is also a queue member. That's the reason Manoj can also access this record now. You can see Manoj can also access this record, and also he can edit this because Manoj is also a part of owner. Manoj is part of a queue. So this is the use of queue now. So I'll just revert it back again and I'll just make Varun as my user. And if I go to Manoj user, now he will not able to access this record. Yeah, now it's all good. But now what I'm gonna do here is from Manoj user, I'll just create a new student. Give some dummy roll number and fees paid is yes. Now this is the record created by Manoj, and Manoj can access his own records, but he can't able to see Varun's record. The records which created by Varun cannot be are not displaying here. The reason for it is the OWD setting is set to private. Now if I go to Varun user, and Varun has a system admin profile, and he can see Manoj record as well here. He can see his own record, student one, and also he can see Manoj record as well. The reason, even though the sharing setting is set to private, even though if I do a refresh here, even though the sharing settings for the student object is set to private, Manoj can only see his own records, whereas Varun can see Manoj records as well. The reason why here is, so Varun has a system admin profile, and in system admin profile, if you go to object manager in student, you can see under object permissions, system admin profile as view all and modify all permissions. That means he can view all the records in the org, if this checkbox is checked, and also if this checkbox is checked, he can modify all the records. So that's the reason Varun can also access Manoj records, even though the OW setting, even though OWD settings is private. Now what I'm gonna do here is, I'll just now I'm gonna not touch this OWD settings, but in object permission, for the custom read only profile, the profile which is assigned to Manoj user, I'll just mark this view all and just click on save. Once this is done, if I go to Manoj user and just do a refresh here, you can see he can access this record. Why? Because the Manoj profile custom read only has a view all permission where you can view other records as well, where you can view other owner records as well. Now if I try to open this and just try to edit it, it will not allow me actually. But Manoj can edit this record because Manoj is the owner of this record. So you can see Manoj is the owner of the record. He can just edit this record. He can simply edit this record. But once we selected this view all permission, so he has an access to access view other records as well. That means he can also see Varun's record as well. So Varun is the owner of this record called as student one, but here he can't be able to save this record. You'll see error message, oops, you don't have necessary privileges to edit this record. But if you mark this as modify all for this custom read only profile and just do a save, and there is an error, let's see. Okay, so we need to give delete permission as well to access to give the modify all permission, and just click on save. Now there is no error, and if I go to Manoj user again, and if I just do a refresh here, and you can see now student 1 record is created by Varun, but even though it is created by Varun, I can just edit it. That's working fine. So that's all about view all and modify all. So these are very powerful. As of now, I'll just uncheck this again and just click on save. Now if I do refresh here, as usual, Manoj can only see his own record, and as Varun has an view all and modify all permission, and he is a system admin, so he can see all the records. So now this is all about organization wide defaults. Organization wide defaults. Now we're gonna move on to role hierarchy. So role hierarchy is like, for example, I'll just give an example here. So I have like two users. Manoj is my user and Varun is my user. And consider Manoj is CEO level. Manoj has a role of CEO and Varun has a role of manager. That means according to hierarchy level, CEO is higher position than manager. That means manager will report to CEO. Manager will report to CEO. So here he's little higher in hierarchy. So that's the reason CEO can access CEO can access manager records. So this is about role hierarchy. So whoever in the higher position can access their records. So for that we're gonna set up some roles. To set up some roles, go to settings, go to setup. In the find box, search for roles, click on roles and click on new role. So here I'm gonna add two roles for the demo purpose. One is CEO and click on save. Now I'm gonna add another role. I'm gonna add another role that is nothing but manager, and manager will report to CEO. So this role reports to CEO and role name as displayed in reports. I'll just make this as manager and just click on save. Now once you created two roles here, just show it in tree view and you can see we have two roles here, CEO and manager. Manager will reports to CEO. So in this case I have two student records. One is owned by Varun and another is owned by Manoj. Manoj can only access his own records. Manoj can only access his own records. But now Manoj is my CEO and Varun is the manager. So basically Varun will report to Manoj. That means Manoj should have access to Varun's records as well. Manoj should have access to Varun's record as well. For that, I'll just go back to setup again and type for users here, search for users, and for the Manoj user, I'm gonna assign a role. I'm gonna assign a role as a CEO, and for the Varun user, I'm gonna assign a role as a manager, and just click on save. Now you can see Manoj as a role of CEO and Varun as a role of manager. That means CEO can see all the records which are created by Varun, which are owned by Varun. So now once we assign the role, if you go back to Manoj user, as of now he can see only his own records, and if I do a refresh here, Manoj Manoj can also access Varun's records as well. As Varun is manager and Varun will be reporting to Manoj. So that's the reason Manoj can also access Varun's records. So this is all about role hierarchy. So this is done. So now I'll again revert back all these things. I'll just assign role as none for both Varun and Manoj. Now it's again revert back where Manoj can only access his own records and Varun can access his own records, and also he has view all and modify all permission, so he can access, and he is a system admin, so he can access all the records. So this is all about role hierarchy. Now let's move on to sharing rules. So sharing rules, we have like two types of sharing rules. One is criteria based sharing rules and owner based sharing rules. So the thing in sharing rules is we can't directly share rules for a particular user. We need to use something called as public groups. So public groups is also a group of users where we can share where we can share our records to a public group. But public group cannot be a record owner. Whereas queue can be a record owner, but public group cannot be a record owner. So make sure this point, public group cannot be a record owner, but queue can be a record owner. So now I'll just I'll just create two public groups. I'll just create two public groups. To create public groups on the setup, just search for public groups, and in just click on new public group, and here I'll just make this as Varun group, or I can say it as manager group, or else it's better to have Varun group only. Varun group, and inside Varun group, I'm gonna add a user, Varun user itself, and just click on save. Just ignore this now. Just click on save. So I just created a group called as Varun group, and in this group, Varun is the only user. And similarly, I'm gonna create another group called as Manoj group. Now inside this Manoj group, I'm gonna add a user, Manoj user, and just click on save. Now we have two groups, one is Varun group and other is Manoj group. So here my requirement is similar, again same. Here Varun can access two records. Why? Because he has view all and modify all in his profile, in his system admin profile. But Manoj, as we disable the role again for the sharing rules demo, but Manoj can only access his own records, but he can't access Varun's record. Why? Because the OWD setting is private. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do one thing. I'll just go to setup again, go to setup and search for sharing setting and click on sharing setting. Once you click on sharing setting, if you scroll down, you'll see something called as student sharing rules. Now I'll just click on new and I'll just name this as share Varun records with Manoj. So this is my sharing rule name, and here we have two things. As I discussed earlier in this video, rule type sharing rule type can be divided into two types. One is based on record owner and based on criteria. So now I'll just select, for this demo purpose, I'll just select based on record owner, and also I'll cover based on criteria as well. Don't worry about it. Now select which record should be shared. So what records you are sharing? So whatever the records owned by the Varun group will have only Varun user. Whatever the records owned by the Varun group should be shared with Manoj group. Should be shared with Manoj group. What is the access level? We can just give it as read only or read write. And I'll just give read only. So this is, we can't directly share to a user, but we can directly share based on queues, based on roles, and based on roles and subordinates. So basically, if you want to share, if you want to share records for a particular role, if you want to share records for for a particular role, you can just give a role name here. Or else, if you want to share record with a particular role and subordinates, that means if you select manager here, if you select role and subordinates, that means manager can also access this record, and also whoever higher in a hierarchy level can also record the record. That means manager will always report to CEO, and CEO can also view this record in this case of role and subordinates. As of now, I'll just select public group, and whatever the records owned by Varun group users should be shared with Manoj group. And what's the access level here? Read write, and just click on save. So before saving, you can see now Manoj can access his only own records. Manoj can access his own records. But once I click on this save, it will take some time, and I'll just go back to Manoj user. This is my Manoj user, and just do a refresh here. And now he can see Varun's record as well. Why? Because we shared using owner-based sharing rules. So this is all about owner-based sharing rules. Now, again, I'm gonna delete this again. I'll just delete this owner-based sharing rules. Now I'm gonna add a criteria-based sharing rules. So before adding a criteria-based sharing rules, I'm gonna create another student record, student 3, and the roll number is anything something. And if I click on save, now I have like three student records. Two are owned by Varun and one is owned by Manoj. And if I go to Manoj users, he can see only one record because he owned one record, and as the OWD setting is private, so he can't able to access Varun's record. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create another sharing setting. Now it's another sharing rule. Now it's time to create a criteria based sharing rules. So I'm going to name this as share fee paid student records with Manoj. Share fee paid student records with Manoj. That means I'm going to share all the records, all the students who paid the fees with Manoj user. So for that, here I'm going to select the criteria. And here I'm going to give my criteria as where fee paid equal to yes. Just filter out all the records where this condition is satisfied, and I'm going to share it with I can share it with public groups, roles and subordinates. So I already created a group where it includes Manoj user. So I'll just select Manoj group, and the access level I'll just give it as read write. So before saving, you can see he has access to his own records. But if I click on save and do a refresh in from the Manoj users, you can see he can access three records. These two are owned by Varun, and the condition is fee paid is yes, so these two are satisfied, so that's the reason he can access student 1 and student 3. But if I go back here as a Varun user and just click created another student called as student 4 and give some dummy roll number, and fee paid is no, here he didn't pay the fee here. So if I click on save, and this record cannot be accessed by Manoj. So if I go to Manoj user again and just do a refresh, so you can see he can't access student 4. Why? Because Manoj didn't, sorry, student 4 didn't pay the fee. Now if I mark this as yes and just click on save, now he paid the fee successfully. And if I go to Manoj user and just do a refresh, now he can able to see student 4 as well. Even though he is the owner, he is not the owner for this record, he can see based on the criteria based sharing rules. So this is all about criteria based sharing rules and owner based sharing rules. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'll just delete this sharing rules again. Now let's concentrate on manual sharing. So manual sharing, now I just deleted the sharing rules and I just deleted back, and Manoj can only access his own record, whereas Varun can access all the records because he's a system admin and he has a view all and modify all permission. So this is all looking good, but we're gonna talk about manual sharing. So manual sharing is, so for example, I have this record called as student 4. I have this record called as student 4, but I just want to share this student 4 record with Manoj. I just want to share student 4 record with Manoj. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to object manager. In find box I'm gonna enter student and click on student and go to page layouts. Click on student layout, and in mobile and lightning actions you can see a button called as sharing. Just drag this into Salesforce. Just drag this into Salesforce mobile and lightning experience actions. So this is the sharing button. Just drag this to the top and just click on save. Once you added this sharing button, if you go back to student 4 record and just do a refresh here, you will be able to see a button called as sharing. Okay, so now using this manual sharing button, you can share this particular record with a user. So I'll just click on this sharing button and I can just select a user here. I'll just select Manoj, and I just want to share this record with Manoj user, and the access level is read write. Now I'll just click on save. Once I click on save, you can see record share data for Manoj Kumar was created. And if I go to Manoj user and just do a refresh here, you can see I can access student 4 record as well, and also I can edit this as well. I can simply edit this as well. Now if I go back to Varun user again, and if you want to change this Manoj Kumar, like this record is been shared with Varun Kumar and Manoj Kumar, you can also change the record level access to read only and just click on save. Now if I go back to Manoj users and just do a refresh, now it will not allow me to edit it as we selected read only. So even though if we click on save, it will show me an error message saying oops, you don't have the necessary privileges to edit this record. So this is all about manual sharing. Now we're gonna do one thing here. We can also share records programmatically. That means, For example, if you are creating a custom object, a corresponding sharing object will also be created by Salesforce, and that should be in this format. That should be like this format, like student underscore underscore share. That will be the object. So now I'm gonna share. So what I'm gonna do here is, first, before starting the epic sharing, I'm gonna remove this access. Or else let it be. So I'm gonna select a student record here. I'm so I'm gonna share student 3 record. With Manoj. So Manoj, as of now, Manoj don't have access to this record. Manoj don't have access to student 3 record, but I'm gonna share this student 3 record using programmatically. For that, I'll just open my developer console. Open anonymous window. As I said earlier, for every object there will be a corresponding share object. So for that, I'm gonna this is the share object. Create an object for it, student share, and here st.parent id. Parent id is nothing but the record id which you want to share. So as I said, I just want to share this record called as student3. I'll just copy this id from the url record id and paste it here. And other thing is, we have something called as user or group id. st.user or group id. So for which user you want to share this record. So I'm gonna share this record with Manoj user. So I'm gonna get Manoj ID here. Where is my Manoj ID? So here I can get the Manoj user ID, and I'm saying just share this record with Manoj user. And what's the access level? Access level, I'm gonna give it as, it can be read or edit. So I'm gonna give it as edit, and also row cos. I'll just make this as manual schema dot student share dot row cos dot manual. Now I'm gonna insert this student share, insert st. Now I'm gonna click on execute. So once I click on execute, so you can see I'll just go back to Manoj user and just do a refresh here, and Manoj can also see student 3 record, and he can also edit this. Now if you want to remove this access, you can simply use this query, select id parent id from student share, and these are all the records actually. If you want, you can delete it. You can delete the sharing access here itself, so that it will be deleted. So in this way we can share records in Salesforce. Thanks for watching.